And welcome in. Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. I am one half of your host and normally your virtual bartender, but I'm working remotely today from Linda T's Not So Airbnb here in lovely Seaside Park, New Jersey. But joining me, as always, my tag team partner in life, my wife, Miss Nicole. Nicole, what are you having?
Oh, you guys know me, a little bit of day drinking. Some Tito, some orange, some cran. Mr. Nick, tell the people what you're drinking and our three things for the show.
I'm mixing it up a little bit because it's lunchtime. So I'm doing, in honor of Tony Khan, I'm doing a Diet Coke. Allegedly. Well, Nikki, MJF may lose his hair, Don Callis may lose a family member, and Cope and Cage may compete together for the last time. We are previewing and predicting AEW Double or Nothing on Saturday, May 23rd, 2026. This is the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
My baby want a Birkin. She's been telling me all night long. Gasoline and groceries. The list goes on and on. This 9 to 5 ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell him bring another round when he's ready more. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up another shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near Fifth Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
And welcome back in, everybody. If you're new here, smash the old like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're regular, you know we love having you. Nikki, we got a regular in the chat. Chester's here.
Hello, Chester. Hello, love.
What's up, Chester?
How are you?
Hope all is well as we get ready, Nikki, for AEW Double or Nothing live from just one state over here in New York. In Queens, New York. What?
I was like, what is an hour? Like, on a good day, about an hour away.
An hour
And
15
then-
on a good day.
And you're in, New York, so it's like 4 hours.
Yeah, too far. Not worth it. Traffic's not worth it. But the show is pretty stacked, so we are pretty pumped.
I'm excited about this card. This is going to be a fun show.
Well, we will get to it. But Nikki, first we got to get to something a little unpleasant. But my favorite segment, we're carrying it over from last night. Your favorite segment, everybody's favorite segment, Nikki's non-kayfabe news.
So we got some unfortunate news on Dynamite last night. Willow did a backstage, I guess, vignette video, unfortunately saying that she has a shoulder injury. I think I'm pretty sure it was the collision match with her and a returning Red Velvet. And she not only is saying that she's no longer in the Owen, she's also relinquishing the TBS title. At this point, Tony had just said she's not medically cleared, that she's going to be out. I'm assuming, I think that's a good thing about Tony. He keeps everyone's injuries and very close to.
He is very crazy with that. Like, no one ever knows anyone's injuries.
Yeah.
Unless they're a champion. If they're a champion, then you have to relinquish the title. But yeah.
But I'm thinking this has to be pretty serious if, she's relinquishing the belt. Because it'd be one thing, you can keep her off TV for a little bit. I don't think they have that, like, if you don't compete in 30 days, we're stripping you sort of thing, which WWE goes back and forth with. So I feel like this is a little more serious if she has to give up the belt. And I think it's super sad because, again, she was supposed to be on the card today. It was supposed to be her and Windsor for the
Mina.
first round for the Lady Owen, and I just feel bad. I really like her a lot. I think she's been a great TBS champion. I think she's been a fighting champion. Again, I love seeing her on TV. You know, I like my champions with the belts on TV. So I think her taking the belt off Mercedes and having it back on TV she has such a great run. So it's really sad that this is the way that it's ending. So now they're saying in the bracket that Windsor is now going against the wild card. And
well, we could talk about who you think the wild card's going to be, but it's not going to happen on Double or Nothing tonight. So it'd be interesting. Maybe we table that for next Friday if it's not already.
Yeah. Unless they announce it tomorrow at some point.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like who you could throw into that.
And does a returning Mercedes take it?
Maybe.
People are speculating just like all the recent releases that I don't think their contract would be up for them to do it. Like people said Zoe, people said Zelina, which I think is way too early. Who's her name's escaping me. I'm sure.
But it'd be interesting to see. But like to your point, like I agree. Willow, her gimmick I kind of couldn't stand for a while, and then I was just like, she was kind of like Bailey Light to me. And then she's grown on me a lot. She's great in the ring. She does have a bubbly personality that's getting over. I think she was like when you took it like one of the top women to take the world title off of Thekla, or even before Thekla, like she was the one to take it off for like Mercedes or whoever,
Tony. I think
Tony. Sorry,
Tony. You made me lose my train of thought. Dakota. I don't know if Dakota was the one. I know people. It's not going to be Britt.
I know. I wish, Steven.
I know it took a while for you to like turn on, like, start liking her. And I just think she had just like, I know she has that like bubbly personality, but I think like the body positivity, her like I'm the babe with the power, just like, I just like loved what she brings. And I think having her off TV is really gonna not hurt the product. That's too aggressive, but like you're gonna miss her.
It'll hurt the division. It'll hurt the division.
It's gonna be, I think we're gonna really miss her in the division on TV. So I hope she speedy recovery, sending all the best. Hope it's not so serious and that's something she can rehab and be back soon, but come back healthy.
Absolutely. Well put, Nikki. Put a wrap on this edition of Nikki's News.
You can hit my music.
I couldn't find the background. Couldn't find the right background. But Nikki, let's get into it because we got to start predicting some events or some matches. But before, Nikki, I'm back on top for the record. So,
how? I have the overall.
How simply this?
He chose poorly.
Okay, I know you won the day, but I still have the belt.
Yeah, overall, yes.
I'm still Nikki.
But I'm the champion from the left. That's how the rules work. The belt changes hands each pay-per-view PLA. So
no, I thought
you could be the overall champion for the year, which you are right now. But you could also be the defending champion.
Mark this.
This has always been how the rules are. This has always been how the rules been.
No. This is controversial. You just don't want me to be Nikki Two Belts. I am technically Nikki Two Belts right now.
No,
like I am overall winning, but Dynasty was
overall
such a
winning on the year. Yeah.
Oh God, whatever.
Because if you would go 10-0 in one event, and then you have a great event, great. That's not fair because you had one strong.
Well, if I went 10-0, then I would have the belt. Like, what are you talking about?
Unbelievable. Kat, don't even.
Thank you, Kat.
Don't even. The rules have always been established. They've always been established this way. This has always been the rules. I don't know where you people. You just don't know how to listen. You just need to learn how to listen. Unbelievable. God. But yes.
Controversy. I need this marked, kids.
Settle down, Mikey. I don't even know. What is this? Oh, no honor amongst thieves.
Because you think
Stone
so
Cold in chat.
bold. You're notorious for doing this to me constantly.
Beating you in the picks? Yeah, I guess so.
Anywho's, whatever.
Anyways, Nikki.
Yep.
Let's get to it. Let's take a look at AEW Double or Nothing. This video package was helped produced from associate producer Brianna's approval. Brianna Britt.
Something you hold most dear in this life. Listen, you most vain piece of shit I ever met. I'm talking about your damn hair. And I have a chance to fulfill my country's dream. I have a chance to live my dream. Because it's not just a company on my back. I've got a whole flipping country on my back, bro.
Want to be the best FTR and make that FTR say, I quit.
So, this is a song that Brianna said she approved of.
Empire State of Mind. Well, Empire State of Mind cover.
Yeah. But this bleeds in perfectly from Nikki's news because now this match is on the card because Willow had to drop out.
Yes. Well, first off, before we get into this match, but which match are you looking most forward to on this PLA?
That's hard. Ospreay Joe? Again, a very famous match that Ospreay called out. You're the reason why I'm into pro wrestling. Because it was Joe, CD, and AJ, right? That's the match that everyone talks about. And with this crazy new Death Rider Ospreay, that I'm very excited about. I think the women's 4-way is going to be super fun. Obviously, MJF and Darby is going to be something crazy. I don't know, Takeshita Okada.
You said Ospreay Joe is your. I'm going Takeshita Okada.
Honestly, I'm not that I'm never not excited about a card, but I'm feel like this is this is going to be I don't know. I'm excited about the pay-per-view.
But Nikki, let's get into it. Athena taking on Mina Shirakawa in the Owen Hart Cup tournament.
Yep. You said that right.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself too.
Yeah, this is hard. I do agree with Kat, and that's usually who needs this more, and I feel like they both sort of need this. Is Mina? I feel like she's getting a crazy amount of TV time, but I feel like she's sort of just spinning her wheels. And is she just waiting for Tony to come back? Did we just drop the whole whodunit storyline with Tony? And then again,
because that's gonna last forever,
right? And then Athena is your longest reigning champion, your women's ROH champion. I don't like your champion taking a loss here. But right. Do people who are just watching Dynamite not really familiar with Athena? I know she.
Well, yeah, it's a reset. That's kind of the same thing we always say about NXT or WWE. It's a reset. Ring of Honor, NXT, CMLL. If you want, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But, that's all to me a reset. The same thing AAA, WWE. It's all you come to the main roster. It's a reset. So to me, So that's why I'm kind of torn because part of me is I could see this going 50-50 either way.
Agreed.
But I'm picking the bigger star, and to me, the bigger star is Athena.
Agreed. No, I'm also going Athena. I don't think either woman is winning the tournament, but I think it makes more sense to again have your ROH woman on TV more, and she should be used more on Dynamite proper. And I also really like her a lot, and I wish I had time to watch more of ROH than I get to. So I would like to see her move forward, but I don't see either of them winning. But I feel bad for Willow, obviously not being on the pay-per-view and being injured, but I think these two will kill it because it's we weren't supposed to be here. You should have put us on the pay-per-view, and they're going to show up and show out.
No, that's a good point. Mikey made a good point. He said his pick's Athena. Easy pick. Sidebar, my pick for the wild card to give her due to not being included.
I love Queen Alma.
That'd be an interesting.
I like her a lot. Again, I want her on my TV more because, again, with her being injured and missing out on all that, like, I don't know. I think she's a sleeper that I feel like people don't talk about enough. I like her a lot.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Nikki, the chat's all in agreement with us. 100%.
Yeah.
Got Athena.
Poor Mina, but I think it makes sense.
Mina versus Athena.
I know. I've been saying that all morning.
But I know Mikey's excited about this one.
It's also going to be a really good match. This is also a hard one.
Yeah, Swerve and Bandido. Now they've been kind of feuding over the Ring of Honor world title. Bandido. But this is not obviously not for the belt in the Owen Cup.
Yep.
Tournament. So this goes towards a shot at the AEW world title, just to clarify.
Yeah, the winners, the respective winners of the Owen get their respective title shots at Wembley.
But I mean, these two guys can go in the ring, and
it's gonna be fun. It's hard because I want, again, like, who needs this more? Everything I said about Athena, I can also say about Bandido. Like, he does get a lot of TV time. I'm really sad when they broke up Bandido forever. But with Swerve coming back, Swerve kind of back in this, heely heel stuff.
Could you see, like, my crazy theories? Could you see, like, Brody King just coming in and just, like, turning on Bandido and being with Swerve for a little bit? Them together because he's lost 2 world title matches. He's had opportunities, and now it's like, oh, maybe I need to be a little bit darker, and he goes with Swerve for a little bit, and you can have them break up in a couple months. I'm just saying.
No, leave mine and Mikey's Brody alone. Leave him alone. He's perfect. Now, again, because you're going to do this every match, that I don't want them to be shenanigans in every single match. You already have Prince Nana walking around the outside. We haven't seen Swerve on a pay-per-view in a pickle. Like, let's just have them go. They're 2 amazing wrestlers. Just let them go.
I didn't realize how strong Bandido was. And he did his, like, gorilla press slam with one arm. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But, Nikki, who do you got?
This one was really hard. I also went back and forth on this because, again, I want them both to win, but I think down the road, I think having Swerve in the later rounds makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I got Swerve on this one. I just think, he offers more long-term. It'd be a nice push for Bandido, but he offers more long-term for the actual.
I just think there's more. Again, I think like you just put it, because, again, I want to see, like, I don't know if him and Ospreay are going to be at the, like, if Ospreay and Swerve both win, they get another match. I'd rather see that than Brody. Or, I'm saying Brody. Well, I know, Brody forever. I'd rather see Swerve Ospreay than Bandido Ospreay at this point.
Right.
So Swerve just makes more sense, but I really do like both of them.
Well, from a potential Swerve Ospreay match to someone who's helping to train Will Ospreay.
How dare they?
Jon Moxley, Nikki, who's also finding ways to have a little bit of a bad touch.
First of all, how dare you?
You knew I was going to get that drop in somehow.
I really honestly forgot about it until you said bad touch. I was like, no. Also, they're doing my boy Kyle. But what is that picture? What is that face?
I don't know. He's upset.
I don't know. I don't love it.
He looked like he just took a dump.
Or
he's taking a dump.
I know this match is going to be good. Obviously, it's Mox. It's KO. KO has obviously has the wins over him. And then he would have tapped, but the time limit draw, then he's like, well, let's not do the time limit draw. But that's the kind of the point of the belt that makes it different than the 1,000 other belts, that these are these specific stipulations that go around this belt.
Pillsbury bruh boy.
You're saying bruh a lot, Steven, and I don't know how
Yeah,
feel.
he's really into this.
But
no, yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. It's just, again, you're just taking away like the two things, like, or one of the two things that makes this belt unique. And then when you take that away, then it's just kind of like any other belt. But again, it's going to be a fun match. I think who needs this more? I think Kyle probably needs this more, but I think Mox is taking it.
Yeah, so the belt, as Rusin chimes in. Yeah, no. So to me, I think the story is that Mox is breaking down while they're building up Ospreay in the same vein. I think that might even be the catalyst for the death of the Death Riders, is Will Ospreay from within. So I think we're seeing Moxley bestow his knowledge onto Ospreay, and during this whole training montage, he's losing a little bit of himself, and he's starting to lose matches now. I don't think he's going to lose this match. I think he's just going to come that close to losing the belt. And that's what's just going to, again, we're going to keep teetering towards that, I think, another Mox Ospreay match eventually.
What's the pay-per-view before All In? Is it Forbidden Door, or is there something in between?
I think it's Forbidden Door.
You're going to have the match, then it's not enough time. I feel like you're going to have the match between Ospreay and Mox, and Ospreay has to destroy him. That's the whole thing. It was like, we killed the old Ospreay. Yeah. We're building up this new killer. Then he has to take out Mox.
Right.
I think he wins the Owen. He has to fight Ospreay, or he has to fight Mox, and then he gets to the world title.
Yeah.
And so I think Mox has to rack up some wins to stand a little taller next to, because I don't want Ospreay to beat Mox when Mox is on a down. I feel like they both need to be.
Right. I actually didn't put this up to poll. Try and run it up really quickly.
Oh, I did hear about the redemption thing. So Mike is saying rumor is it's Forbidden Door and then Redemption. And we're not sure if that's, because they trademarked that. So we don't know if that's a pay-per-view, or is that just, every other Dynamite has a special name to
it. Yeah, or is it like a Dynamite where
right, because every other Dynamite has a special, beach break or fight for the fallen or the fairway one they just had or something else.
But yeah, I mean, but that's honestly where I see this going, is that this is going to end up being Mox's body's breaking down and Ospreay seeing this. And I think this is going to be something else, but that being said, I still don't see Mox losing the belt.
Yeah. As much, I love Kyle. It's got to be Mox.
Even with his bad touch.
No,
Chad agrees.
I have a hair in my eye.
One more time, Nikki. Run it back.
How dare you? How dare you?
Steven saying Mox in the Crunchwrap.
Yeah, he's the Crunchwrap champion.
We'll see. So from Jon Moxley to the man he's training to your potential match of the night, Nikki. Will Ospreay, who's fighting for a whole country, bruv. Where's Steven? He's going to say bruv like 16,000 times. Chat on this.
This is going to be good. I need Joe to come out.
Is this match of the night? Do you think this ends up being match of the night?
But there's a lot of potentials. And I think right now for me, yes, but who's to say? But I think I need Joe to kind of come out as a killer again. And I feel like he was with the Opps and he was sort of face and he helped Hangman, and then he turned on Hangman, and then he was off TV. Like,
Yeah.
I want him to come and be a killer, and it just like Ospreay just like against all odds, like at the end of the match, like he needs to kind of be barely survives this match, and then he
needs to choke out Samoa Joe.
That would be banana pants.
No, I think that's because he needs
to
to show like a side of like the aerial stuff everyone knows him for. He needs to show something different. He's also been the last match he had. I can't remember who it was against. Was it Ace Austin? Yeah, like he choked out Ace Austin. So like I could totally see that happening. Rusin. I gotta pop this one up. I'm a Steven Bruv. This is an open air stadium because I remember shows used to perform in the rain.
Oh, the saddest photo ever. Do you think he just like died a little inside that day and was like, I gotta get out of here?
What did I do?
I want Killer Joe and Ospreay to win. I think we all agree that Ospreay is winning.
Yeah, this has to be the turn of Ospreay's. You know, like at least the turn of his character.
Yeah, because they're making him like they're kill the old Ospreay, this new Ospreay. This Ospreay also needs to be a killer. So you have two killers trying to kill.
Does anyone get involved? Like, do you think the Opps and the Death Riders get involved?
I hope not, but probably. Again, I think you can make a case for every match in AEW that someone's going to come out and do something, but I hope not.
Yeah. I don't know. I could see it being like they just kind of like because they've hinted at like looking each other off, so like already. So
I hope it's more. I think it'd be like. Have we seen Hook, or has it just been him and Bowens? I guess. Well, does Bowens and Shibata come out, and then the Death Rider like Claudio and like. Or Wheeler and Garcia come out just to take them away? Because I feel like Mox would want Ospreay to just... Again, when like Yuta had to get his head shaped, like he threw Yuta back in there. It was like, you're doing this. So I feel like they would be more like let them fight than interfere. When I feel like Bowens might come out and try to interfere, or they...
Mikey made a good point about the 0 hour. Like everyone's fighting on 0 hour, so it might... That's a good way to offset any of that.
But that also doesn't stop people sometimes,
True.
Mick Foley fell through the Hell in a Cell and came out and interfered in the main event. So,
true. Nikki's got Ospreay. I got Ospreay. Chat's all got Ospreay. So well done. We're all in agreement there because we'll all go down in the ship together. Like one big happy family, which I can't say the same for with Don Callis.
Chef's kiss, babe.
Yeah, I'm getting these segues down.
Getting good.
Transitions, whatever you want to call it. I'm doing some things.
It's going to be a good one. This also is going to be good. We've been clamoring for this match for how long?
This, to me, is match of the night. And, Kat threw it a couple weeks ago in the chat, like you called in. I think she said she was super excited for this, like match of the year. Like I think, the build up for this has been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. To me, this is going to steal the show. I mean, there's a lot of great wrestling that's going to happen on the night, but this has the biggest build up, arguably, of any match aside from maybe MJF Darby, which like you could debatable how like this has international history with it, right? Like different promotion, we all knew about, like the hype that Takeshita had coming in. Like I think we talked about it since day one. It's like when Okada showed up, it's like, oh, well, that's the match that we wanted to see, a year and a half ago.
More than
but
that.
yeah, like this is going to be, I think, like strong style, like just hard hitting.
Horde.
Do you think you'll see any blood in this or no? I don't think that's necessarily their style, but I don't.
Who knows if a screwdriver comes out? I'm assuming Don Callis is going to get involved.
So that's what I was going to ask for. Who does Don Callis side with? You're assuming
Okada. I think
right?
this.
Because he's.
I think this is Takeshita winning. I think this is Takeshita leaving the family, and I want him put him in a main event scene. Put that boy up. Again, your little baby. Just push that little baby. And I think this is this like sort of like the passing of the torch that, like, you know, Takeshita's the younger one. Okada has had this incredible career. Is this sort of like a passing of the torch for Takeshita to ascend?
Mikey said he's not sure about Blood because New York. I don't think.
Someone's going to John Moxley. Or also Moxley to
like,
the fine and will pay the fine.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure. Like, is it just in that arena, or is it New York in general? Because I'm pretty sure when Nikki and I went to go see Madison Square Garden, we definitely saw blood, and like I'm certain people have bled at Madison Square Garden recently. So like, if it's the state as a whole, I don't think that.
But they say it was hard way, and not, you know, I don't know. I don't think it needs this. I think John Moxley is going to bleed everywhere. I think Darby's going to bleed everywhere. You can save it for those matches. I don't think this needs that.
Could you see? He might be still injured, but like, could it be a crazy swerve if Kyle Fletcher came back and interfered in this match?
It's really not how I'd want Fletcher to come back. But
it'd be interesting. It'd be a difference, right? It would be a shock moment, and then have him. He doesn't have to be with, you know, necessarily. Like, he could go either way, really.
But he has really been in the middle of it.
Yeah. So like,
but that's not how I want Fletcher to come back. And I miss him a lot. I want him to have his belt.
If he was in the rain, will rush all the blood away. It'll be very cinematic. It's exactly.
I know it is a very rainy weekend here in the Northeast.
That would be funny, but ultimately, Nikki, who do you got? The chat's a little divided.
I'm going to Takeshita. I think, again, who needs this more? I think Okada can take a loss. I think Takeshita can. I want him to have a belt. I want him to do more things. I want him to go up the card, and I think he has to defeat Okada and leave the family to do that.
I agree with you. I think this is now the moment where you can't, because I don't see it stretching out much longer. I think you got to give.
You can't. This actually has to be the culmination of a very long storyline. This needs to be one and done. Takeshita needs to move on.
Well, 33% of the chat's got Okada, so you never know. Someone out there really wants Okada, so we'll see. I don't know. All right, Nikki, are you ready for absolute craziness?
Ready. So many people.
Because, listen, we need to get everybody onto this card, and Chris Jericho is just collecting names.
You just made the list.
It is a collective group of kids.
I'm just going to call it for the poll, Team Jericho versus Team Ricochet, because we are not kidding.
Because I was like, it's Jericho, and then you have Bobby and Benjamin from the Hurt Syndicate, and then you have the Elite, which Jack Perry is considered the Elite again. But that's okay. Honestly,
he is, because he's starting to drink real glass.
You know what this is right here?
And then crushing.
Real glass.
Crushing the
Go
abdomen.
cry me a river.
he's drinking real glass, is what you said.
Yes. Yeah. He's drinking from real glass now because it makes him elite.
I'm worried. Our beloved Kenny, we don't know how much miles he has left. He doesn't need to be in this.
Goodbye.
Or he can do one big
and
spot.
good night, bang.
Nikki's
He
killing
can
him
do
off the show.
like one little spot or do something like I know it's gonna be fun. I'm in because they're always fun and all the craziness. I'm glad
Who is
this
the biggest spot like that in this, like, because I'm trying to think, like, usually Darby Allin's been in all these, it feels like.
No, it's gonna be the Bucks. The Bucks always have the biggest thing. I feel like they're gonna make the dogs look terrible because that's all they do lately, and I don't understand.
Could Shelton? Maybe Shelton.
Yeah, I think it'll be probably Jack Perry or the Bucks. I think it's gonna be the younger kids. Like, Shelton Benjamin doesn't need to do a big thing. I don't want Kenny to do a big thing. You can do Ricochet and Jack.
Sting did a crossbody off the rafters at age whatever.
And he didn't need to do that. You just wanted to pop your shirt.
I'm just saying.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be chaotic. And there's going to be some silly stuff because I think, Jericho likes the silly. Bucks like the silly. I worry about the other side, but I think Jericho's going to win.
Potatoes.
There's going to be, and that's the thing, like, are they going to do pitcher and pitcher again? Like, there's going to be stuff that we're not going to see, and that makes me sad.
Yeah, I need Mikey. I stole it from my brain. I need someone to use the tennis ball machine like American Gladiators, and just shoot it at somebody. Like that seems like a Darby Allin type of.
He's not in this.
I know, but it seems such a Darby Allin spot. But
See,
like the Bucks. Yeah, Matt Jackson shoots somebody with the tennis balls. Yeah.
I don't know. I think when I think about Stadium Stampede, obviously the original when Hangman's on Hunter Horse Helmsley and races across a football field against Sammy Guevara. And then you have Kenny and that's the second one. Where's the first one? With Kenny and Matt Hardy are in the golf cart chasing. Again, oh my god, the part where they are at the bar and Kenny drinks milk and Hangman has the whiskey. And they cheers and milk goes into his whiskey and he still chugs it. Like there's more. This should be
a lot of great cinematic moments.
More fun. To me, I think I know there's a difference. There's not a lot of difference, but I feel like Stadium Stampede is more fun, and the Anarchy in the Arena is a little more brutal. So I think I expect kind of more fun, gimmicky. I think we'll see some cameos. Remember, I know obviously he's not doing well, but Conan was in a hot tub or was near a hot tub or he was doing something. And it's just I want this to be more of the fun, lighter spot in the card that AEW doesn't always do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Mikey's going nuts over this. Yeah. Listen, we've had a horse limo fight with club fighting. I need fun scene. Yeah. Wrestling's supposed to be fun.
Steven, are you talking about my Eddie?
Yes, he is. Especially giving me Eddie. At least
talking about my Eddie. How dare you? First of all, how dare you? Everyone's being really into me on that show today.
But Nikki, who you got?
I'm going Team Jericho.
You, me, and 75% of the audience as Team Jericho. But there is a minority there that thinks Team Ricochet is getting over.
Again, I think who needs it more? And I think Jericho's been fighting with Ricochet and there's it's 3 against 1. You need a team. He's got this killer's row of people. It's supposed to be the fun match. I think Jericho goes over it, and I'd rather see both of them do different things. I think we've got what we got out of Jericho Ricochet, and I'm ready for them both to do something different.
Okay. Well, Nikki, before we move on to the next match, let's hear from the woman who was formerly the AEW Women's Champion for a quick station identification. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe, too.
This is the AEW Women's World Champion, Chris Statlander, and this is the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
Well, girl, you're not winning this match.
Well, Stat is challenging, dark-haired Stat now, is challenging reigning champion Thekla. Well, or Stat could be one of the 3 bitches, dumb bitches, challenging for the title, according to Thekla.
According to Thekla, there's a lot of dumb bitches in AEW.
And Jamie Hayter, that 70s girl.
Ugh.
Nikki, what are your thoughts as I run this up the poll?
I think this is going to be fun. I think it's going to be chaotic. Am I stealing one of your questions? Is Sheeta finally going to turn on Stat?
That wasn't one of my questions, but yeah, that's a good debate. I feel like
she's been running around with her kendo stick.
I thought Stat would turn on Sheeta.
I don't think she's a great heel. I don't think she's a great face. I don't know what she's doing. And I'm sorry, friend of the show. But like,
she is very much confusing and a lot of times, like, of where she stands in the car. She's very popular, but I feel like them getting her over to that, like, I don't want to say megastar level, but like, she's not gonna be like Tony level, but like slightly below that. Like,
I just feel like
been a
there's
struggle. Like main event, legitimate consistently. I don't know.
I just feel like she doesn't. Again, you have people that have the personality like Thekla. You have people like Tony and Mercedes and Willow and Harley Cameron. Like there's people with bigger personalities in this division, and I feel like she just feels like she's sort of drowning a little bit.
Like you saying, on paper, so much fun. Hate how we got her because the builds are more. Yeah, Thekla.
Because there was no build.
Yeah, literally.
Honestly, they've all been kind of circling each other and like circling Thekla, but it was just like, oh, here's the thing.
It's Thekla and Triangle of Madness, and she's using Sky Blue and Julia Hart to like further the storyline without having them really interact as much. And then she just kind of picks the bones, which is typical like heel faction acts. But like, yeah, there hasn't been enough in between for any of these challengers, I feel like, to be considered legitimate.
I just feel like they've all, like, we've seen Thekla stat, we've seen Thekla hater. Like, could this just been Cheetah one-on-one to do something different? Or again, you're just trying to get everyone on your card? Because this, to me, what is this, like, their SummerSlam? Like, this, like, their second biggest show of the year?
Yeah. Again, just throwing names in. We're not sure.
I don't see anyone not picking Thekla. Like, I think this is probably the easiest one on the card.
Yeah, like you say, especially them saying shelter performing. Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. No, Nikki, I agree with you here.
I don't feel like they are hyping it up that way.
But yeah, the chat's all in agreement with us. Thekla.
Yep.
Thekla for the win. So we'll see. All right, Nikki. Let's get to 2 high stakes, high drama matches on the evening. We'll start. It could be the last time that we ever see Cope and Cage as a tag team again in an I Quit match for the World Tag Team titles against FTR. Nikki, Cope and Cage won't back down.
We're not going to give you 5 seconds. No, we're feeling really generous tonight. We're going to give you a 10-second pose.
Won't back down.
If you beat us at Double or Nothing,
Me up at the gates of
we retire
hell, but I
as a team.
won't back down.
5 letters. 2 words. I quit.
Won't be.
And then after that, Adam and Christian, you can go on about your way. This is done.
Tell you what, FTR, I want the best version of FTR, because after you drop my wife on her head, I need that best version of FTR to show up to this match on Sunday. Because we want to be the best FTR, and make FTR say,
Nikki, there's no easy way out.
That was a good cover.
I know, and Edge looks a little bit like, or Adam Coleman looks a little bit like Tom Petty now.
I don't. This is what the one. Was this the only one we disagree on?
You don't know. You'll have to watch to find out.
I don't care. I really want to be like, I don't care about this match. I want Christian.
You don't care about one of the greatest tag teams ever of our generation. Potentially
not my tag team. Again. Not my tag
Hashtag
team.
not your tag team.
Hashtag not my tag team. I don't want either of them to have the belt. And you know how much I love FTR, but I'm also tired of FTR having the belt. But I also don't want Cope and Cage to have it either.
What's up, Josiah? You're saying who's gonna say I quit? So that's the thing. Cage has already said I quit, and that's the big.
I hope Cage does a Cowboy Bob, hits him with his cast thing, and turns on Copeland.
It would be a lot of heat for him.
Again,
it would be
I love
like,
him
hey,
as-
I'm done with you. We're done here. Like, stop. I've done enough for you.
I just want him to be a heel and banging everyone's mom. Like, that's what I want. I don't want him and Cope together. It's not. If you're banking on this nostalgia thing, what's nostalgia about the two of them having a belt in AEW?
I think. Well, it's a tag team. It's a tag team running through the whole thing. It's the same thing with like Sting winning the tag titles with Darby Allin.
I didn't want that either.
People liked it. People liked it.
No.
And you could still have, especially if the New Day are coming to AEW, like you could still have a lot of good dream matches. You still have the Young Bucks. You've had them interact with the Young Bucks. They haven't had a match. That could be a fun match. Face versus face, which I'm approve of. I approve of. You could still do that. There's a lot more you could still offer and build up another team or two in the meantime of young.
Finish. I'm getting
a young team that's coming up the rankings. Again, like maybe Top Flight, something like that. You put them together in 2-3 months and give them a match and make them look good before Cope and Cage move on.
Adam Copeland has not made anybody look good. I don't think he's done any match with a younger person that made anybody look good. I think him and Malachi Black was dog shit. I think him and the promo with Ricky Saints was dog shit. Like, I don't need this. I don't want this.
All right,
and if you are bringing in the New Day, I want to see New Day, the Young Bucks. They don't need that match. Does not need a belt right away. Have New Day, whatever they're going to be called, New Day come in, beat the shit out of the Young Bucks.
New Night,
back
old Night. They'll be Old Night.
No,
old LA Night. Yeah,
terrible. And then they can go after the champions. I don't feel like the division benefits with Cope and Cage having the belt.
Mikey made a good point. He's like, we start and stop this feud so much we don't care. My hope is that the tag division is no longer that it's the momentum. Yeah, it's a great point. The tag division is no longer held hostage by this feud. Afterwards, he wants a short run and then a jet speed win. Yeah, jet speed.
Right? Jet speed, but they're also flirting with breaking up.
I know. Well, maybe they stay together and then this drop will increase in value on our show.
This is Speedball Mike Bailey, and you are watching the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
Eyebrows. Steven, I still have to find that. I'm going to send it to you. It's a thing, I promise. I don't know. This is probably, honestly, the match I care about the least on this card. I love Christian. I love what he was doing before Copeland came back, but I don't care about this match.
Seems like it's a case of what we've seen recently with others. They know Cope was near the end, and they're asking him, what would you still like to do before you finish up?
But I just don't see, he hasn't put anybody over. Like, who is this benefiting? Who is this for? Your ego from another company? I don't care.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he just wants to go out on top, and he just feels like he's perfect.
I don't need to change a thing. I am perfect just the way I am.
Ugh. And also, again, it's a stipulation if they do lose and they can't tag anymore, which good for Christian. And then it has to be like quit match. And is like, I think Josiah put that earlier, like Christian's the one that quit before. Is it going to be Christian Cage? I hope not. It's probably going to be like.
You said jet speed and Steve showed up.
Stevie's like, his ear, he's like, huh? Nice, don't go.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But Nikki, who wins?
This might be my downfall, but I'm picking FTR.
You're going FTR.
I'm doing FTR because I don't.
Well, you have someone in the chat to support you. You got some people in the chat to support you, but most of the chat, 80% of the chat, supports me. And we're gonna have Cope and Cage.
Because you're picking the easy. I'm picking the tough decisions. I am picking the tough choice because I don't care. I don't want either of them. I want them to vacate and let's start over. They used to have the best tag division, and now I'm just like, I hate it. And you know I love tag team wrestling. When tag team wrestling is good, it's amazing.
Well, they're great with multi-person matches, whether it's triple threat, 4 people plus. Like they're always really great at doing all those sequence spots, and that's what made them great. But yeah, right now it's a lot of thrown together tag teams that haven't had any history or anything like that. So
put it back on Bandido, so we can get more Brody on our TVs for me and Mikey.
Well, Nikki, let's get to the main event. MJF putting his hair on the line. I was going to say locks of love, but he doesn't have long.
His paid for manufactured, reallocated hair.
To take on Darby Allin, who's now the new AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Nikki, let's take a look back.
Something you hold most dear in this life. Listen, you most vain piece of shit I ever met. I'm talking about your damn hair. Double or nothing. I'm gonna make Maxwell Jacob Friedman a bald-headed bitch.
Nikki,
that song hits me in all the high school feels.
breaking you down. You
oh my god, that's such a high school song.
Yeah, I got Nikki. Got one over. Woo! Good
my emo high school days. I think.
Do you want to see a bald MJF, Nikki?
No, the man spent a lot of money to fix that hairline.
You should have AI'd it to be interesting.
Everyone has done an AI picture of him bald. He's not. I don't think he has the face to be bald at all. Some people look amazing. I don't think he can do that. Again, he spent all that money to fix it. I don't think it's going to happen. I think, again, it's the Tony Khan giving the Darby, thank you for being a pillar. Thank you for staying. Thank you for doing all the things. Have your little run. Have all these crazy matches. Again, him passing out with the Sammy Guevara match was a little weird, but you want to see, like, you're talking about bodies breaking down, talking about Moxley. Like, this is a match that's going to be that.
Yeah.
With MJF being relatively fresh, basically fresh, and Darby wrestling 2 times a week.
Yeah, that's going to be the angle of him breaking him down.
Yeah.
Josiah wants a bald MJF.
Bald.
Steven said Ed should get turns dibs on this. If Ed's around, we don't know. I don't know. You never know. It's like the bat signal with the Darby.
Again, we said jet speed and we got bras, so maybe if we say Darby enough, Ed will appear.
But yeah, it should be. He's been beaten down. That is the angle in the story they're going with, right? He's a fighting champion who's had all these battles, and he's an undersized guy, so he's gonna be the underdog in every fight. And he's got to do all these crazy suicide dives and coffin drops, which are trust falls. They're trust falls, not off drop. To get these wins. And yeah, it's going to be, he's a fighting champion that eventually just teeters out. But yeah, do we need to give him this reign? Like, I think giving him the moment is fine. Like, you could have done it at wherever, like any pay-per-view, not doing it. I think it was a week after WrestleMania, or the week before, to try and get a little bit, like, again, you get the buzz, I get it, but having him just have 3 really great title defense matches, or 4, whatever it was, over the course of the last 3-4 weeks, you could have spread that out over 2 months and made him at least more of a legitimate champion to me. Like, to me, this reign is going to be I think it's going to be a very short-lived reign that's going to make him, we're trying to justify putting the belt on him really quickly. And I think if you just kept the belt on him, gave him 2 months, 3 months of these matches with a little bit of a buildup, like I would have been perfectly fine with that. He's not going to be the greatest AEW World Champion ever, or even super memorable, but it would legitimize this title run for me.
I think you're missing the point here, honey.
Oh, I got it right. 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was a lot more. He was like defending it on Delusion, on Dynamite and Collision.
Delusion. Hey, that's gonna be the new name of it.
But yeah, no, he's again had all these fun matches with people, and I think it's again he was here for a good time, not a long time. I think it is a thank you for doing this. Go on a run for a month and a half. Again, it's just like it's your first title reign, maybe not his last, but I think he had a good run. Look at all that he did. Again, I like my champion on TV defending, but I knew like this was going to be the end. I think MJF is very generous, and I think people don't see that he wants to put everybody over. He wants everything to be good. I think here's Darby. Have your little run.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
Have your amazing, kind of not dream matches, but have all these fun matches. And I love that everyone just called him out. And he's like, yep, let's go. And then he's going to lose it back to MJF, and MJF is going to go to, to Wembley. But I think this is what everything it needs to be.
I don't know. I would have liked it to be spread out a little bit more.
You don't want him as your champion, but you're trying to book him to be champion for 3 months. That makes no sense.
No, if you're going to do it, you might as well. Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. 8 Mile. Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. 8 Mile.
Yeah, well, no. Again, I think this was going to be a quick. Yes, Mikey, get it. Like, it was just supposed to be a quick run. Like, thinking back, you want to attitude era nostalgia stuff. They dropped the hot potato the belt and did all this other stuff. I think having him have this belt, having having the defenses, it's a fun little reign, and we can move on. I don't know why.
It's the world title. I don't want short little reign. I want meaningful reigns of your world title. It's your biggest staple, your symbol of your company.
No, then don't tell me you like the Attitude Era, because that's all the Attitude Era was fucking hot potatoing and having little
world title. No, I don't think so. No,
girl.
I disagree. Agree to disagree, girl.
You're out of your mind right now. Out of your mind right now. It's fine. I'm not mad at it. At first, I was like, "Oh, really?" Because I didn't like how it kind of happened. But then when it started going, I was like, "Great! Have all these matches. Him calling him out. It's him like feeling he needs to prove him. He needs to prove himself, and take all these matches. And then it's killing him. And then MJF will come in, take the belt, and hopefully then maybe Darby's off TV for a little bit. But
we'll see. Look at Roman.
Again, are you
not 4 years? We're not getting anything like that. Calm down. You feel like 2 months is like. You would think it was like 2 years. Calm down. Impatience. But Nikki, the chat has got MJF winning it. I got MJF. Do you got MJF?
I got MJF. I'm wearing my MJF shirt. Yep.
Yes, you do. We're all in agreement. MJF is going to be 3-time. I thought it was literally his 1 or a 3.
No, this would be its 3rd. Mike, I'm living for that.
Great point, actually, as I'm about to in his head, on his head. But yeah, I got MJF 3-time world champion. I thought he was already a 3-time world champion.
No, ma'am.
It just feels like because he's always in that scene. But I don't know. We shall see, Nikki. We shall see as I pin. Let me go here. Pins. Please pin in chat. There we go. But let's take a quick look before we open up the phone lines for everyone here and let us know what you're drinking, what you're thinking for AEW Double or Nothing. But Nikki, we only
disagree on one, and I will die on that sword. I don't want them to have the belt. I don't want Cage and Cope together. I want Christian. Break out of that cage. Be free, Christian. Be free. Go back to banging moms. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Wow.
This Adam Copeland, like, I don't like him. I don't like the guy. The promos he cut, he like contradicted himself on the promo on Wednesday. His hair bothers me. Everything about this bothers me.
I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's going to be a nice nostalgia run, and we're going to enjoy ourselves.
It's not a nostalgia run. A new company. Don't care. I'm going to boo this match.
Whatever. I won't. I'll be happy because I'm a 90s kid who enjoyed it. But Double or Nothing, as we open up the phone lines, let us know what you're drinking, what you're thinking about AEW Double or Nothing. Nikki, it's that time. Hit the snare.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
All right, Nikki. He's been blowing up the chat, and I know he's got a lot he wants to talk about.
Yes.
So let's bring in the sex appeal with a little Magic Mikey.
Remember, take care of yourself, love one another, be iconic, and more importantly than anything, you always deserve to finish your story.
Mikey!
Hello, friends.
Well, hello there.
What's going on, buddy?
Nothing too much. Enjoying my Saturday morning. It is currently 10 a.m. still, so we still have the rest of the day looking ahead.
I know you got a long day ahead. Right? Well, actually, no.
No, because
Not-
it's earlier for them.
Yeah, sure. Maybe it's a shorter day. That'd be great. 2:00 pay-per-views.
Well, no, because I will say this. It still starts in the evening for both things happening today and tomorrow, but unlike our East Coast friends and, people out there, at least I still have like a chunk of an evening left depending on how long these shows go. So like tonight after Saturday night's main event, it will be 7:00. I might go watch.
So much room for activities.
So much more room for activities, and be like, I can go get some ice cream because it's still open.
Bad idea. So, Mikey, what are you thinking? What are you most excited for tomorrow night?
I have been very critical with AEW's build to Double or Nothing because once we started getting matches announced, I mean, the first one that we got officially was Okada and Takeshita, which I already knew was going to happen, and I'm still excited for that match. I just feel that a lot of the matches outside of the Owen have been a lot of feuds that be like, hey, so we really need to start wrapping this up because of injuries, start and stop in feuds, and, all this stuff. Let's just get this out the way so we can hopefully start fresh for what we have planned for the summer, which includes Forbidden Door, if Redemption is a pay-per-view, and then Wembley in August. In between all the other stuff, like AEW is going to have a show that incorporates a baseball stadium, which is going to be insane. Then you have Beach Break, which is actually at the beach near the venue. Looks really interesting. I mean, somebody's getting thrown in the ocean. It's going to be great.
Where is, where that's at? What?
I want to say
Florida.
Probably. I'll have to look it up a little bit later, but I think it is in Florida or somewhere around that.
Okay.
You know what? Let's look this up while we talk. No, but I'm really excited for. But with all the criticism, I'm still looking forward to Double or Nothing. I feel my biggest thing is the Takeshita and Okada one. I feel like Takeshita, of everyone on this card and all the matches that we're getting, Takeshita, in my opinion, needs to win this one. He needs to win this for the story because we've been dragging this out forever, since Wrestle Dream, if I'm going to be honest, is when we kicked off the Okada and Takeshita cannot stand each other right now. And so I kept thinking, okay, we're going to get this match, then we're going to get that match, and then we're going to get this match, and then we just kept dragging it out. And I'm hoping that Takeshita wins and he moves on from this. By the way, Beach Break is on Clearwater Beach, Florida. So
makes sense. Yeah, to your point about this Takeshita feud, yeah, like I get the feeling, yeah, like they were kind of like it's like you don't want to, like you're building up. They didn't want. This sounds messed up, but like shoot their load too quickly, but it got to the point where like literally they waited so long. It's like I don't even know what the storyline is anymore. Just like, all right, just break up already or get out of the family. Like no one, like kind of the point like we were talking about with Don Callis. Like I threw it out there like who does he side with, but it's kind of a foregone conclusion that he's going with Okada. Like right, like there was no intrigue or like actual like what's the word I want to like or like
stakes.
Yeah, like stakes or questioning like what could happen. Like we pretty much know where certain people are going to end up in this feud. It's like if this was 2 months earlier, you know, it would have had a fever pitch of it, of momentum potentially.
Exactly. And so for me personally, I think Takeshita should win and then let Takeshita go on an Orange Cassidy run where he's defending it anywhere and everywhere and against everyone, because that is still my favorite title runs for this international champion since its inception. And even one-offs you bring in, you know, like independent talent, international talent. I mean, Takeshita having this title going into Forbidden Door would be great. And I already have a perfect opponent for him to face at Forbidden Door for the International Championship based on their previous encounters this year in New Japan. And I would love to see a Takeshita ELP El Phantasmo 3, because their matches so far against each other this year have probably been some of the standouts for me, with Takeshita being in New Japan.
Interesting.
That'd be fun. I'm Okada's had this belt for too long. I'm ready for something different.
Well, and even though they haven't really been pushing this as like showing their hand all too often, commentary has let us know that Okada is the longest reigning Continental and the longest reigning of any champion in AEW, period, with any belt across all their belts. Really? So I'm like, I think Okada can lose this one. Plus, I don't know how much more Okada is going to be away, given that he is still currently in Japan dealing with some family matter, as well as a couple of other, Japanese talents. So I'm very interested to see what that's all about. But the point being is that I don't know if Okada is going to be able to be on television for the next month or two. So I think giving it to Takeshita here would also make sense for that. But storytelling-wise, Takeshita should be the one to walk out the winner, because otherwise, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Agreed.
What else you got, Mikey?
So I wanted to talk really quickly about what I was mentioning in the chat about Darby Allin's title reign.
Oh yes.
If you can,
let's go.
I need you to go.
So I have feelings about it. I'm biased because I really do like Darby Allin. I think Darby is one of my favorites, but that's because the aesthetic and the character and things like that resonate with me, but I also understand why he might not resonate with other people. As far as long title reigns, I think because of, and I'll be honest, I think because I was soured on the 4-year Roman Reigns feud and him running through the men's roster like 3 times, sometimes 4 times with people, I think I've become disenfranchised with really long title reigns. And even like short-term 3-4 month, championship reigns have kind of also been pushing it for me because of how soured I was on it. I think that people who have been in companies for long, I think should get a crack at the World Championship. And I think Darby has been long overdue to get a crack at it. Now, because of where Darby is now compared to where he started when AEW began in its inception, I think the short title reign for Darby specifically works very well, given the fact that he's already, in the 6 years that AEW has been here, he's accomplished a lot. He's the world champion now. He was TNT champion before. He got to be a tag champ with Sting, and also go on the record and saying not having lost those tag titles, but they vacated them when Sting retired, so Darby never went undefeated as tag team champion. And so also Sting highly praises and supports and pushes for Darby, so I'm like, if you get that kind of cosign, I feel like you could do whatever you want. Long title reign, short title reign, I'm okay with it. Now, if they had a plan and it made sense for Darby to do like a 3, 4, 5 month title reign, then I'm all here for it. But the problem is I think with Darby specifically, I feel like he's one of those wrestlers where he doesn't need the long title reign, but that's because he's already accomplished so much, and AEW has built Darby up enough where regardless of what he does, the fans will always rally behind him. It's the kind of the same thing like with Willow Nightingale. I put the Darby and Willow in the same category where no matter what, the crowd and the fandom will be behind them, and I'm here for whatever they got going. And plus, story-wise, MJF should win here, and I think he should, given the fact that Darby has been on 7 title defenses. But then Rush's thing has me very interested depending on what happens. Now, if Max loses, I will be genuinely shocked. But I will also be here for it, because then I'm like, bald MJF would be hilarious. But also, watching Max try to squirm his way out of it would be hilarious. But I think for all intents and purposes, Max will win. But yeah, I think because of how soured I was with long title reigns before in other companies, I think I'm okay with short-term reigns, even if it's like 2 to 3 months. Because I don't think we're encroaching on the hot potato booking of champions every other week. It's not like Oprah where you get a title run and you get a title run and you get a title run.
Fair. My point is that, yeah, like I said, 2 to 3 months. I think you could cram those matches and spread them out. Like at least the key ones, right? Like even like Pac, I would think would be a good one. Like even Brody King, because if you wanted to put him over that way, his relationship, like those things could have been built up as like give him 2 weeks, like maybe a contract, something like that. Like build a story to it over 2 to 3 months where it's just okay. He's not just defending against everybody. He's got a little bit of meaningful opponents where each win matters a little bit more. That's all.
Which I totally can see, and I can see your point, and I agree with you to a certain extent. But I think what AEW decided to do with Darby's run is, I think less so of not just giving Darby the run, but the way I see it as well too. I think from a fictional story perspective of things too. Once Darby won this, you had everyone and their mother coming out of the woodworks wanting a shot at this title and challenging Darby, and Darby taking on all challengers. And for me, not to get too deep into this, but I'm going to get too deep into this, I think it does 2 things. One, it makes the AEW World Championship a hot commodity. Everyone should be striving for it. And when you have your talent that's towards the top of the card, like Brody King, Pac, Takeshita, Ciampa, like these folks that have a weight and a name to them, not just in the business, but in the world of, AEW's universe, it makes that title be what it needs to be. It is your world championship. Everyone and their mother should be vying for it. But I also think it not only elevates Darby in every successful title defense, but it also it becomes a talking point for people who, like for instance, I'll be honest, when Ciampa challenged Darby for the title, I was like, I love this, but I'm not sure that Ciampa has done enough for me in AEW to warrant this. And then we saw the match, and I was like, I will eat crow, because Ciampa, if this is what we're going to get from here on out.
Good match. Yeah.
And then with Ciampa, it pushed him, and we saw what happened with him and Briscoe this past Dynamite in that crazy, anything goes match. And I was like, if it also elevates the other people that are in this, it's fantastic. Like we saw with Takeshita, this is the most baby-faced Takeshita we have seen when he refused to use the diamond ring against Darby. And now that's aiding into the story, and it's pushing him along. Pac and Darby have a long-standing history. Same thing with Brody King. But now it's I just think that I think AEW went with the short title reign in with a different mindset, and I think because they went into it with a different mindset, I think that that's why I'm okay with how we've been booking this so far, is because the end goal wasn't to give Darby a long title reign. I feel like it was to give Darby credibility, his opponent's credibility, and on television in terms of like what's going on right now, the world championship is the hottest commodity, and I think that has to do with Darby's reign plus with MJF's reign after he won it back at World's End, because even with MJF, you had these matches and MJF also doing something similar where he was going up against the best in some of these crazy ones, like he beat Hangman in his own match, he beat Kenny in his hometown, and so again, continuing that trend, MJF should beat Darby here to, put his boot on the underdog that everyone loves too, which, will also add back to credibility. I just think this has been a fun experimental run for AEW, and I think that's why I'm okay with it. And I feel like because I watch so much stuff and because every company views certain things differently, I will say I have an AEW shield because they're not afraid to be experimental, and whether it works out or not, that's up to them. But I just want companies to take risks, and I just want them to try things out and see if it works. If it does, cool. If not, whatever. But it was fun, and right now we're talking about this because it's memorable. And to me, if you can make something memorable for me for whatever reason, good or bad, then you've done your job. Hopefully you want it to be good because you want us to be talking fondly about it. But that's all I had to say.
No, it doesn't. It feels so different. I love that it's like, because I feel like with WWE, I don't want to see Darby in a contract signing. I think he's fine on the mic, but he's not great. I don't need him to be sitting at a table talking about contracts. Like, I don't want that. I love that it's something different than someone's like, Darby, I'm coming after you. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, I don't need a contract signing. I don't need necessarily a 2-week build up for them to sit at a table and then to finally have a match at pay-per-view. I love that it's been on TV on both shows. It does feel something completely different. Is it maybe more open challenging? I don't know, but I love that. Again, I think it does bring the prestige that like everyone wants this belt. Everyone, I might agree with you. Everyone in that building should be going for that title. That should be your end goal. That's why you're here. You want to be a world champion. So I think it definitely brings the prestige to it. And I think I know Roosh did call out Darby, but I would also love to see MJF and Roosh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't care, you're the champion. I called it.
I call dibs.
Yeah, I almost got dibs. Like, let's go. Like, I wouldn't be mad at that match. And I feel like we talked about this before. Like, Roosh needs also to be up. Be brought up, so maybe that could be a first feud. MJF posts this, I wouldn't be mad at it, but like again, Darby here for a short time, a good time, not a long time. I think this is what it needed to be, and then everyone can move on after this.
Well put. Well, Mikey, you always add prestige to this show. So.
Yes.
Pleasure as always. Before we let you get out of here, tell everyone where they can find you tonight.
Yes, so tonight, myself and one of my other co-hosts, Kilt, and possibly some other friendos of ours, we will be doing a live watch-along for Saturday night's main event tonight. So we will be going live at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and watching the whole entire show, which is probably going to be 2 hours, because that's how long usually most of the Saturday night's main events go. And then, on Sunday, two things. At 9 a.m., you will see a video go live, though it is us not being live specifically, but you will see our AEW predictions. One of my AEW co-hosts, Benny, and I have made our predictions. Now, this was recorded before we found out that Willow and Alex Windsor is not happening, and so we didn't have that match, nor did we have Mox and KOR's match at that time, but we do now. So when the predictions graphic goes up on the social medias later, you will see everything. But on Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, we will also be going live again, this time doing a live watch-along for Double or Nothing, as we consider Double or Nothing like one of AEW's big 4 pay-per-views, which I'm excited for. It's going to be fun, and Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be fun wrestling weekend for Memorial Day weekend, and of course, everybody out there have fun, stay safe this Memorial Day weekend, and yeah, that's all I got for this one.
Mikey, pleasure as always. We'll catch you later. Nikki wants it. Nikki needs the song.
Remember, take care of yourself, love one another, be iconic, and more importantly than anything, you always deserve to finish your story.
We love you, Mikey.
Great stuff. Nikki, we had another caller. Reese was online, but he dropped off. I think his phone was dying a little bit here. So that being said, I'm going to close up the phone lines here so we can get moving a little bit here. This is our last show for the day. So we are actually schedule conflict, no TCW pre-show today, but we are back tomorrow, 2 p.m. for SSPW, the debut. And apparently I'm on commentary. Tank is making his debut at SSPW tomorrow.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Again, it's going to be a double header. It's going to be you doing the pre-show and then you doing comms.
The show.
The big show.
Yeah. It's like Michael Cole going on to the pre-show and then just going right into commentary.
Yeah.
So that's how.
Does that make me Jackie Redmond?
Make me?
Me. Forget it. Bye forever.
Maybe. Unbelievable. She gets.
You sell all my jokes constantly.
Because you have to work on the delivery.
Oh, I will deliver something to your face. How about that?
You're all witnesses. Unbelievable.
Oh, how you gaslit me at the top of the show? I don't want to hear it, sir.
Cry me a river.
This is right here. And then crushing. Real glass. Crushing the abdomen. Go cry me a river.
Yeah.
Boo this man.
Or maybe you just need to cut it out.
Cut it out. Get out of here.
Any other drops you want to play while we're here? Don't do it.
I don't know which one you're thinking.
Good. Then do the thing.
All right. Well, again, back here tomorrow at 2. But let's let TK take us out.
And I'm really happy that, we've had shows here that have been excellent before, but tonight was by far the biggest attendance AEW's ever had. We had an amazing crowd, and I think one of the best shows we've ever done, and put our stamp and an indelible moment for AEW.
Another indelible moment for AEW, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure
you... The Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
Yeah, that was an indelible moment. Make sure you click the like on your way out. Big thanks, Mikey, Magic Mikey, calling NBC WrestlePod. Check him out later for Saturday night's main event watch along. Might pop in for a little bit for that if I can get access to Peacock down here. We'll see how that works. But Nikki, until next time, everybody out there, you do not have to go home.
But you can't stay here. Goodbye.